Hey guys, I am live and today I'm going live with the legendary DJ Jazzy Joe for this session. We were supposed to do it in Facebook, but we've come on to the Instagram platform due to some network issues. So it's good to see everyone. Hi DJ Ashwin, how are we doing? Let's get DJ Jazzy Joe in live through Instagram and not Facebook, because Facebook is creating some network issues there. And we'll get DJ Jazzy Joe coming in any moment to talk to us about his beautiful life, his beautiful sessions, his beautiful life story, the way he's come up the hard way, working hard towards the goals, and so let's try and get him on. Yeah, that's the idea. Hi Ashwin, doing good? All good with you? Yes, the whole idea is to get Jazzy Joe. Hi Avish. The whole idea is to get here Jazzy online. Yes, guys. I am trying to get him online. Yes, Jazzy Joe is here. We've got him. Jazzy, good to see you. So we can finally go live with Jazzy Joe, guys. So just to let you know that the legendary Jazzy Joe, the legendary DJ, is here with us, and we are going to be talking to him a lot about his journey, a lot about his life, a lot about his experiences, a lot about his whole attitude towards the music fraternity. So let's get Jazzy Joe in. Yeah, it's coming in live, guys. Hey, my friend, how are you? How are you?
I'm fine. I'm fine. How are you?
Good, good. Can you keep your mobile in vertical mode now, because it's no longer in the horizontal mode, because you're coming sideways, right? Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
lot of technical problems.
I know today there's been, I think, quite a bit of heavy technical problems that we've been going through. But as long as we are able to chat with our fans, as long as the whole idea is that let's chat with all the followers, let's chat with all the people who are with us, and let's talk about the man, DJ Jazzy Joe himself, guys. So I want everybody to give a lovely thumbs up to the man. Guys, it's been a fantastic journey for this beautiful human soul. He has really traversed through years and years of trying out different things, trying out unique stuff, trying out things that which other people would have not even thought about doing, because he's come through the age of spools, through LPs, records, through your cassettes, from cassettes all the way to then your CDs, your CDs to pen drives, your pen drives now to our laptops. So it's been a long journey, my friend. And as I see that Jazzy, 1984, I think, is when you really got into this whole scenario. Can you just give us a snippet? I know it's a short snippet and your journey is very long, but if you can just talk about those days when music to your ears was something which was leading to your passion and leading to your future. How did it come across to you during that period of time?
Hari, I was in school at the time. I was in the 11th standard.
Right.
And I was always into music. I was always trying to make so-called remixes. They were not remixes, but they were edits, done cassette to cassette.
Right.
So, and in school, I was doing a radio program. I started on the radio in Jakarta.
Right. Absolutely.
I was doing a 2-hour radio program. And during one of the programs, in the break, I used to have, after 50 minutes, local DJ of a club, he called me and he said, hi, my name is Ben. I'm from Pet Shop Discotheque.
Right.
I said, yeah, I know you. Okay. He said, how do you know me? I said, I buy your cassettes. You make cassettes and come to the market. And your latest cassette was this one. and I like this song and number 5 and number 8. And I told him everything, and he was surprised. He said, "How come you know so much about songs, about discos, about DJs? Do you know about any other DJs?" So I told him, "Yeah, I know all the DJs in Jakarta. I don't even personally, but there is this DJ from that club, this DJ from that club." So he said, "Can you come and meet me?" Now, imagine asking an 11th class boy, "Can you come and meet me, a DJ, a famous DJ of the city?" Asking him. So I said, "Yeah."
Absolutely.
I met him, and then it started from there. Then I started to visit him during the evening. He used to listen to the records, the new records he used to get from UK and Singapore. And it was my introduction to club in 84 from the radio. Started on the radio, then moved on to club.
Right. So tell me one thing now. You've been in Jakarta, right? So you were staying in Jakarta at that time? You were not in India at all because your father was traveling around and you were traveling with the family wherever your father took you, and because of all that, you have seen a lot of the international circuit. You have collected a lot of records internationally. You got sources to figure out what records you can get. There were people ready to send you stuff. I think during that time when you came into India, it was banned to get these records into India, isn't it? There was some rule that you are not allowed to get these records. You could only do it through some other way, isn't it?
No, not in India. But it was very difficult. Not banned, but it was very difficult. Banned was in Iran. I was in Iran for 2 years, and Western music was banned there. You could not get Western music. But still, being a diplomat's son, I had a diplomatic passport, and we brought it from Dubai.
Lucky you, boss. Lucky you. Not everybody is so lucky.
Yeah, maybe. So that's how we used to do it. And it used to be difficult to get it in India too, back in 91 and 92. But we had our sources, we had friends. Some of us teachers had girlfriends who went on to become their wives. I'm talking about so we all had our sources. How to get music. It was difficult time to get music, but I guess that was the fun of it. That was
absolutely. No, I agree. I totally agree. I think it was a time when, in fact, there was nothing called as disc jockey at that time, during that period of time. And there were very few disc jockeys at that time. You could count them in the fingers, and it's very difficult. Like if that jockey is not feeling well on that particular day, there is no replacement. Like it's not like today where you have hundreds of replacements to come in case if you're not well and you're not able to play. So during that time when people used to perform, people used to specially come for those DJs because there were very few. So when you started your career, I'm sure, can you name those few DJs who were in your mind and who were with you during that time?
I can tell you about Delhi. In Delhi, when I came to India and I was looking for a job, the DJs rocking the city were Sunny Sarid, Sunny Singh, Prince Philip, Joe Azaredo. These were the guys at the 4 clubs. And then they had assistants, but there were 4 major clubs in the city. And the good thing was that there were few DJs who wanted a job. So there was hardly any competition. The bad thing was you would not get a job unless somebody dies or somebody leaves this.
So you all were praying. So was there a lot of competition during that period of time? Was the competition like really fierce because there were only 4 DJs? Or is it that you all had good camaraderie between each other and you all used to gel around with each other? You all used to share music with each other? You all used to really share the LPs with each other?
No, not share the LPs. We did not do that too much because we were very friendly but competitive, know. And the good thing was what I learned in Jakarta. In Jakarta also, all the DJs were like a family. And when I came to India, when I started DJing in Delhi, I saw the same thing. All of us 4 or 8 DJs, we were all very friendly. We were like family. And we still are. We are still in touch with each other. We are still there for each other.
That's how it should be. Yes.
And I feel that is how it should be. There is no reason for one DJ to be jealous or to be negatively competitive. Be competitive.
I agree.
Yes. Be competitive. Try to be the best. But do this. you know, who will understand you than another DJ? So I feel that we are a family and we should all try to help each other, try to assist each other, but
Right.
be complete. Definitely.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I think it's absolutely the right way to go. And, you know, that's something which we have seen with you, because you've been a person who's non-diplomatic. You've been a person who's been straight on the face. You've been a person who said what is right, what is wrong. There's no gray area with you. You've been honest about your opinions. You've been honest about whatever you say. And that's why the respect, and I respect you for exactly those words. And that's something which is why I called you and I wanted to chat up with you, because I know that when I ask you a question, you're not going to think 100 times whether this is going to work with the audience or not. You're going to tell it because you know that you want to tell it, and you want to tell it to the audience in the way it comes in your mind. You know, so that's exactly the scenario where, you know, we feel like, wow, this is the man who I would want to talk to. This is the man who I would want to listen to. You know, so
thank you so much. Yes, I would rather be myself than try to be somebody else.
Absolutely.
Then try to be politically correct. You
Absolutely.
know, I mean, no matter what I say, what I do in life, there will be some people who will like me. There will be some people who won't either way.
Yes.
So I'd rather be myself and take whatever comes my way.
Correct. So coming to, you know, what about your whole skill? You know, I got to know that you also mixed with tape recorders. LPs, you're the bap. Means I don't need to even tell you about records. That's something which we are going to talk about. But how did you mix with tape recorders, boss? So when you're using a tape, about forwarding and rewinding till you get the right beginning of the beat, and you match it up with the music which is playing on the other tape, you know, other player. So how did you manage to do echoing? How did you manage to keep that lag? How did you manage to do those effects? Boss, that is an art, because that is, if you tell that to any youngster right now, he'll first ask you, what is a tape recorder? You know, so that's the first thing, right? But you have gone through the whole thing, right, from your spool days to LP to tape recorder to CD to, you know, your digitapes also, and your pen drives, and now the laptop. So first talk to me about, you know, the tape recorder recording and DJ mixing. How did you mix music during that time? I think those were the toughest times, and you were an expert in that. And how did you do it?
I started on the cassettes, and it was fun. It was fun because of the passion. While I remember there was this party in school, and our whole class was there, and the boys were trying to impress the girls, and the girls were trying to impress the boys. Right. And I went with cassettes that I'll be the DJ, I'll play the music.
Right.
You know, and the whole idea of mixing cassette to cassette, there were a few essential items.
Right.
One was a pencil or a pen,
right,
which helped you to start and slow the cassette down.
Right.
And a very major part of the equipment was the pause button.
Right.
The pause button. So it was not cassette to cassette or bar to bar mixing.
Right.
It was more editing, more of edits.
Right.
That you stop and you start the next.
Right.
Now, the good thing about that is that you cannot make mistakes. Right. When you mix bar to bar with today's equipment, you have some time to correct yourself. Correct. But when you do edits or when you do cuts, there is no time to correct yourself.
Correct.
You are either right or you are wrong. It is one of the two. You know, so you get that split second to be precise timing.
Boss, that is very difficult. It's not easy.
Yeah, so that's the fun. That's the whole challenge, and that, you know, the fun things in life are difficult. You know,
so, I agree.
And that's the thing. And then my father, you know, God bless his soul, he realized that his son was into music, and you know, he used to get me these 2-in-1 because I used to go through them very quickly. The 2-in-1 would last me about 6 months.
Right.
Tell you why? Because as soon as I got a new 2-in-1, I would open the screw. That's the first thing I would do. I would not play a cassette, nothing. I would open the screw and see the component, see what it is, and see where the motor is. Because the motor used to have a round hole.
Correct.
With rubber, cut rubber in it. And if you put a screwdriver in it and you turn the screwdriver, you could either make it fast or you make it slow.
Correct.
So you got your pitch control.
So that is the pitch control. Absolutely.
Exactly.
Yes. Yes.
That's your pitch control. So I discovered that
Right.
when I was in school. So
Right.
that makes me, if I have two in ones, I can match the pitch of the next song I am playing to a little bit.
Correct.
You know, that's how I practice. And I always say that thank God, I always thank God that we started at that time, because that made us into better DJs with better timing, because timing is a very, very essential part of DJing. You have to have the timing right, you know.
Yes.
So, that made us much, much better in timing and really helped me through my career. And that's one thing I think that really helped out in the cassette form. And then, of course, the LPs, again, the LPs were difficult. They are difficult. So that's the fun. That's the challenge.
So, when you were collecting LPs, why didn't you collect tape recorders? So, because your whole collection is all about LPs, means when I go on the net, anybody goes on the internet to check, it is Jazzy Joe and his record collection, LP record collection. Okay. Why isn't there a collection of tape recorders? Why isn't there a collection of CDs? Why isn't there a collection of pen drives? Why isn't there a collection of all of these? Is a question which I wanted to always ask you.
Yeah, fair enough. I have cassettes. I have all the cassettes that I had during school. I've preserved them. I kept them with me. But they're not too many. Right. They may be, I think, 150 or so. Records, I have more than 12,000 records.
Okay.
And why records?
12,000 records?
Yeah, more than 12,000,
wow. Yeah. So that means you got, so are you staying in a bungalow which has got only records and you're sleeping on the records? What is it?
No, not a bungalow. But you love something, you make space for it, you know.
I agree.
So, yeah. So, that's why. And records are more durable, much more durable than a cassette. People who have used it, they know that it can go wrong in many ways.
Right.
And but a record is more durable if you keep it properly, if you play it safely, you play it the right way. Yeah. You know, you can preserve it for longer.
Correct.
And again, it's analog.
It's analog, yeah. It's not digital, it's analog, yeah.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the problems that a spool or a cassette does.
Correct.
You know.
Correct. So but tell me one thing, in your record collection, okay, you know, when you started off with your record collection, the first record where you started off, which was that record and why?
Yeah. The first record was Top of the Pops. That was a series in the UK.
Which one?
Top of the Pops.
Oh,
Top of the
Pops.
It was a program.
Got it.
It was a program featuring different songs. Something like about Chitrahar. Something like Chitrahar, what we used to have in the 80s.
Correct.
You know, so Top of the Pops came out with records too, and my father bought those records. So they were the first records which came into my house.
Okay.
And then the first lot of records I got was again in Delhi when I bought my turntables. I got my turntables from a friend, second-hand turntables.
So which year was that? Which year was that?
That was, I think, 1993.
Okay.
1993. So this gentleman who used to stay in Basant Vihar, he was selling his turntables because he had gone digital.
Right.
In 1993, he had gone digital.
Oh, okay.
Can you imagine how forward-looking he was?
Okay.
You know, he said, okay, I'm not doing analog anymore. I'm selling this. So already there were 2-3 other DJs who were ready to pay more. But I went to his house and I begged him. I said, please, you know, sell to me because I will keep your turntables, you know, like nobody else can.
Correct, absolutely.
They can pay you more money.
It's a price position.
Like I do. You know, I cannot give you the money at one go. I will give it to you in 2 installments. But please help me out. If you don't help me, I might never get turntables again.
Right.
So he was a rich guy. So he looked at me, he listened to me, and then he said, okay, done. Give me in 2 installments, they're yours. And I was so happy. And he said, take them right now. I want them out of my house. And he gave me 140 records along with the 2 turntables. I could not afford a taxi also. So I got them in a 3-wheeler I got the 2 turntables, I got the 140 records, and I brought them home. This
Wow.
was 1993. That was
That
how I
is
got my first lot of records.
that is your first collection.
Yeah, that is
So
how it all started.
so in that collection, it was all Hindi, English, Western. Was it a mix? What was it?
They were more Western. They were
Okay,
more
more
Western.
Western. Okay,
Yeah.
okay. So when you
Then,
were learning, also how to mix actually with the turntables,
yeah,
you started off with Western mix or you started off with Hindi mixes, old songs. How was it?
I started with Western music because
Western
I
music.
started. I used to go to this club called Pit Stop in the afternoon.
Yeah, pitch stop.
So the DJ used to get Western music
Okay,
and listen to them. And once he was confident that I will not break the needle, that I will not spoil the record, then he used to let me play around with him.
right. Wow. So that is a. It's. I think a lot of people in turntables started off with Western because a lot of Western music was coming out in record LPs more than Hindi because Hindi came out I
No,
think later, isn't it? Or
no, no,
was there enough of Hindi LPs also during that time?
no. There were a lot of Hindi LPs, 60s, 70s, 80s. Hindi records have been there since ages. Much before I was born.
Right.
But the Hindi music of the movies of the 60s and 70s
Right.
were not conducive to a discotheque.
Correct. They were laid
The
back. They were
sound,
laid back music and they were not up to the mark of the quality.
yeah, the sound was meant to be heard. It did
Okay.
not have the bass lines for a discotheque.
Right.
It did not have the Western beat. And
Right.
whether we like it or not, DJing is a Western concept.
Yes.
Most
Absolutely.
of DJs from my time, they are
Right.
all influenced from the West.
Right.
And
Right.
disco music came from the West.
Absolutely.
Only later, DJs like Sunny Sare, I used to play a couple of movie songs just to excite the crowd, play
Right.
something different. You know, yeah. And Akbar was there, and
Right.
Akhtar experimented in Bombay. So DJs started experimenting.
So when was
You
that
know,
year? So which was that year? So like
it was
you,
around 93, 94.
93, 94, yeah.
It
So
was
they
the
came
time
in,
we used to take one song in. Like
right,
the songs we used to play, the first Hindi songs that DJs played, especially in Delhi, were Jahan Teri Ye Nazar Hai
correct,
from Kalia.
correct,
Every time I used to go to this shop in Chandni Chowk, the owner used to see me from far away, thanks to my different look, and he used to tell his boy, Kalia Nikalo. This guy is going to. I would take a couple of videos because, uh, not only for that song, but also for dialogue. The
right,
record of Kalia dialogue before
right,
one of the songs,
right,
and uh, and that was a very energetic dialogue by Amitabh Bachchan. So I
right,
used to love to watch that dialogue. I used to love to sample it, put it between beats where there are no words, only the
correct,
music.
right,
So that's why Kalia was important. Then we used to play sentimental music
correct,
at the end of the night. People don't do that anymore.
right.
But we did not leave people on a high. We used to take them high and then bring them down.
Bring them down. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You know,
so
it,
what used to be your
it,
last track in your set? Which was the last track which used to play in your set?
it would be a romantic track.
Correct,
It, it would be something like love making.
correct,
We would have the foreplay, we would have the final
correct,
act, and
correct.
then we would cool down.
And what was your favorite
So
track at that time?
at the end, there would be sentimental songs. So the Hindi sentimental song I would play was Chand Mera Day,
Ah,
the RD.
right.
And people loved it. People were amazed that the
Nice.
DJ is playing a Hindi number, and what a number! Mohammad Rafi
Correct,
Saab,
correct,
the track,
correct.
you know.
So,
I mean, couple of people have told me that we owe our kids to you. You know, I hope the government is not listening to this interview. They might blame me a little population growth, but uh, but they say you played such lovely music. We got in the mood. We went home and we made a baby.
correct.
So the power of a DJ, I guess.
But also, what happens is that, when you started playing or for public, for in clubs, okay, the first
Yeah,
instance when you played in a club,
yeah.
did you have any jitters? Did you have any fear? Did you have anything like, will people receive my music very well? You see, you have already
Yeah,
come with, yeah, because it was the It was your first public experience.
I still do. I
Oh,
still
okay.
do.
Okay.
Before every event, before every show, I still have the jitters.
Okay.
And and every true artist will tell you that is a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Means
Yes.
you are still in the game.
Yes.
That means it
Absolutely.
has not become boring to you.
Yes.
That
Yes.
means you are still thinking, you are still creating, you are still wondering. So it is good to have the jitters before a show.
Correct.
It's wonderful.
It's like going before an exam. The jitters before an exam. Will I pass or no? It's exactly that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, that's a natural response of a mind that is creative.
Correct. Correct.
If you ask me to that, what is the first song I will play, what is the last song I will play in any show, I cannot tell you. I
Yes.
don't know.
Yes.
I don't know. I only
Okay.
know 1 minute before I play the song.
Right.
Because I look at the crowd, I look at the audience, I judge what will work, and I decide right there and then, and then I play.
Correct.
You know?
I agree. I agree. I agree.
It's just like talking to you. I don't want to know your question.
Correct.
Because that will make it so stupid.
Yes.
You know? So
let it be as impromptu. Let it be as impromptu as ever. Correct.
Exactly. Then you speak from the heart.
Yes.
You know?
I agree. I agree.
And I don't know what I'm going to play. I'm going to have jitters and I'm going to play from the heart. I'm going to play from my experience.
Correct.
It is not going to be a pre-formatted set. It is not going to be, and maybe I can afford to do that.
Correct.
Because of nearly 29 years, I can afford to do that.
Absolutely.
But when I started out, then I really needed help. Then I would decide that, I will play these 100 songs in this sequence.
Correct.
You know, so in the beginning.
Tell me one thing. You know, most of the DJs, when you go onto the console to play, okay, there is somebody to open for you. During those days, there was nobody to open for you. Used to actually go because you're the only DJ there and you're playing. So there was no, DJ to actually open for you and then call on. Okay, now we are getting DJ Jazzy Joe to come in and play for us, guys. Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
So how was it that you so you used to begin the night with the music straight away and carry on for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours? How was it?
I hate that. I find it very boring to come in as a big act and just play for 1 hour, 1.5 hours, and that is it.
Correct.
You know, I hate that. That's but nowadays that is the format I get.
Correct.
So most of the times that is what I have to do. That is what I get to do. You know, with somebody opening the night, and then I'll come in as the main act and I'll play and go. I hate that. What I love to do, I love to open. I love to open. I love to play when there is one guy coming in, 5 guys coming in, 10 guys coming in.
Correct.
Because that is also a very, very important part of the night.
Correct.
To build up the night.
Right.
A lot of DJs don't realize that is what makes you creative, because you cannot play the ageless at that time. So you get to play the songs you will not play at the main prime time. And you get to bring up the crowd. You get to build up the crowd. So the build up is also, very necessary. It's very important.
Correct.
And I want to do that. Even if today somebody gave me the chance to do that, I would love it. To build it up, to do the main act, and then again to bring it down.
Absolutely.
It is very difficult. Not only me, DJs of my time, you will find it that it's very hard to peel them off, to get them off the console.
Correct.
They can play for 5 hours, 8 hours. It's very hard to get them off. They just love to play. They just love to mix, and they would like to start the night, build up the night, do the night, and do much more. All of the DJs of that time. You can talk about Akhtar, Akbar, Ivan. All the DJs are of that era when we used to play for 7 hours, 8 hours, and after 8 hours we were not wondering that should we close down.
Yes.
We were wondering how much more can I play? What to do now?
Actually, you won't believe that those were the days when you could keep playing the music and there was nobody to come and stop you. That was the best part. See, right now are the days where there are restrictions that you can't go after 11:30 or 1:30 or 2:30, and the government has put so many restrictions that you can't do anything about it. You have to just live with it. So guest DJs come in, play for 2 or 3 hours, and then they go off. It's like that.
Yeah, I went through a time like that when Jessica Lal was murdered. We went through that time.
Right.
All the clubs have to close down at 11 o'clock, at 12 o'clock.
Correct.
You know,
Correct. Correct.
even to time we see how horrible it is. You know, because the crowd comes at 10:30, 11, 11:30.
Right.
You know, because at 12 o'clock,
It's over and out. Yeah.
full time, and now the clubs are not opening at all.
Hmm.
So we're going to go through this time also, but it will pass like
Correct.
everything else.
I know. But tell me one thing. Now, you know what? You have played with LPs, you have played with cassettes, you have played with CDs, you have played with pen drives. Have you played with laptops? Have you gone using the laptop software and done mixing? Have you tried it out?
I love to play with the laptop, but not the laptop you are thinking about. This
Correct.
laptop.
Correct.
My laptop. I love to play with my laptop, but I don't use equipment that is not meant for a DJ.
Right.
So until a laptop is designed for a DJ, there is a special laptop taken out by Pioneer or any of the companies.
Right.
I don't subscribe to it. Why
Right.
should I use a laptop? What for?
I
When you
agree.
have 12,000 and you've got CDs and you've got so
Absolutely.
much, where is the need for a laptop?
So when you're comparing playing with LPs and CDs and pen drives, okay, between these three, your comfort would be what? Playing the LPs more than the CDs and the pen drives?
Yes, my comfort would be the LPs.
LPs. But quality
Yeah,
of sound?
comfort in the sense that they are more challenging.
They're more challenging. Okay, got it.
More difficult.
Right.
Comfort in that sense.
So
They
you're
would
saying
be
analog,
for a lot of this.
yeah, because analog, you're saying analog has got a different output, while digital has got a different output. So quality
Yeah.
of output, naturally a CD or a pen drive would give you better, but an analog mixing, which you're doing, is far more challenging than what a CD or a pen drive would be, is what you're trying to say.
No, what I'm saying is the analog mixing is more difficult, more challenging.
Correct.
Therefore, there is more accomplishment and more
Correct.
happiness and joy.
Fulfillment, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
but the quality is better in analog,
Right.
not in digital. We were
Right.
told in the 80s and 90s,
That's why I asked you this
digital is,
question.
yes, digital is not better.
Yeah.
Analog is better.
Right.
Digital is more convenient.
Right.
It is more cheaper.
Right.
It is more easy to get.
Right.
You know, so it's more convenient.
Correct.
But when it comes to the sound,
Right.
analog is much better.
Much better.
For example, when you play a record of the 80s,
Right.
90s, which has been recorded on analog sound, and you play it in a club, you will see the walls, you will feel the walls vibrating. If it's in
Vibrating.
a hotel, that club cannot be on the penthouse. It cannot be on the roof. It
It has to
cannot
be
be on the
down.
first. It has to be the basement.
Right.
That used to be because the analog bass travels through the beams. It travels through the walls.
Right.
So the bass is
Right.
deep. It's a deep
Right.
which keeps the walls. That's why most of the clubs in the 70s, 80s, and even 90s, early 90s were in basement.
So
That's
tell
one of
me,
the reasons.
so tell me one thing. Is there any club at the present moment, playing only LPs?
I'm not aware of any. I'm not aware of any.
So
Most of them
do you think,
club,
do you think we
they've
should start? Do you,
got CDs and they've got pen drive. Most professional clubs in the world are hybrid. You can do analog, you can do digital. You know, because they don't compromise on the equipment.
correct.
It's only the small clubs or pubs or lounges which will tell a DJ, oh, get your own laptop. You
Right.
know, they can give you a CD player. They'll tell you get your own laptop.
Right. So if there is, so are you trying to say that if we start a club with where you have to play only with LPs, how many DJs do you think will be able to play on LPs? That is the question which I wanted to ask you. Another thing. Yes, you will be able to play, no doubt. Suketu will be able to play, no doubt. You know, Notorious will be able to play, I'm sure. Okay.
Ivan is there. Akbar is there.
Ivan is there. Akbar is there.
That is there. Luke Kenny has a good.
Other than the
collection.
legends, yeah.
Other than the legends, there are still quite a few around, and there are a few international DJs who are still on vinyl. You know,
Okay.
but the thing is that if you don't sell the guns for a particular bullet, why will somebody buy
Correct. Yes.
clubs in the process of saving money,
Yeah.
they work on digital, and now they are telling the DJ, get your own laptops. We won't even give you a mixer or anything. Get your own equipment.
Correct.
For DJs like me, it's a horrible thing.
Right.
Because I used to go to the club empty hand, swinging my hand like that, empty hand. The music was in the club, the equipment was in the club, the crowd came to the club.
Right.
All I had to do was myself and my talent.
Correct.
Today, it has become such a sad state of affairs that music has to be with the DJ, sometimes equipment has to be with the DJ, and most of the times, the clubs tell the DJ to get the crowd.
Correct.
You are responsible for getting the crowd.
That is an issue, yes. That is an issue, no doubt, yes.
Can you imagine? An artist has to get the crowd.
Imagine. It's a joke. It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke.
It's a joke. So when somebody tells me that today's DJs have it easy, I tell them, no, they don't.
Correct.
No, they don't have it easy. Because they've got to do the job of 4 people.
Correct.
They've got to do this and this and this and this and take care of the social media. It's become such a huge thing. So,
yes.
So many things for us to do today that
Correct.
we didn't have to do.
Correct. Coming to the point of social media, now a lot of things are going online. You already know that we have already done a debate with regards to, the copyrights of music online. Naturally, nothing in life comes for free. Everybody's done hard work behind it. The musicians have worked hard. The music labels have worked hard. Taking all that into consideration, why should anybody be allowed to play on any platform free? Because the platform is paid money for that music to be played. So naturally, if I am playing on your platform, it's like me coming to your house and saying that, can I wear a shirt, and I just wear a shirt and walk off. And then I come and give it back to you, and I don't even dry clean it, for example.
Yeah.
So,
you can do that. I'll get it dry cleaned.
So the debate was actually about, the copyright music issues and how Facebook or Instagram or YouTube is basically shutting you down or shutting people down because they are trying to create entertainment for people, and unfortunately they're getting shut down. So what happens is that what according to you I
did not get your question. Can you repeat the last time?
What according to you, what is the right way forward for online for DJs to play online? Yeah.
Well, I have very strong views on that. A few DJs might not like what I have to say, but whatever I'm saying is for the benefit of all of us, because I seriously feel that DJs are musicians and we should be respected as the same, because we have a big role to play in the music world.
Absolutely.
We promote the music and the songs.
Correct.
And that is why I feel after all these years of knowing artists, knowing music producers, knowing DJs who produce music, some of my students also do that. They make their own music. So after years of doing all this, I seriously feel that if we are using somebody else's music, we should pay them a little bit too.
Okay.
I feel that. And when we do that, then we can say we are a part of the music industry. We can say we are a part of the music industry. We cannot be a part of the music industry if you are using somebody's music, and you are saying that I am playing free. Of course you are playing free, but you are playing somebody's property.
Right.
That track belongs to the company. It belongs to the musician. The musician has a family to feed. The company is comprised of employees who have families to feed.
Correct.
So yes, we should give a little copyright. But having said that, I also feel that DJs should also be paid. DJs should also make money, even with the online streams.
Live streaming.
It should not be free. I do not think it should be free. Free, okay, did it for 2-3 months. A lot of DJs have been doing it free, and my hat off to them. They've been doing it just to entertain the people. That's a great thing to do. But then,
Correct.
you can do it. I mean, I can do it, but I don't do it. Because if I do it for free, what will happen to the young DJs who cannot do it for free?
Correct.
Who will listen to them? When the seniors are doing it, when the seniors are playing good songs, good mixes, then who is going to listen to a new DJ who might make a mistake or two and pay him for it? So I feel that if I have the love and support of so many young DJs, I should also be thinking about everybody's benefit, not only my own.
Absolutely.
So we have been talking to companies, we have been talking to platforms. I have been talking with my colleagues, with other senior DJs. We are part of a WhatsApp group. This is what we talk about, how to work it out, what is the future. The future, I believe, is on the internet, but not for free. I don't think the future is to keep on playing free on the internet.
I agree. I think I totally buy your point.
We should make money. If we make 100 rupees, out of that maybe 5 rupees or 10 rupees, we should give for copyright so that our streams are not stopped, so that we are not blocked, and so that we are respected by the music industry, we are respected by the companies, we are respected by the other artists who have made the music. So we have to earn our respect. If we want to be part of the industry, we have to behave like it. We have to act like it. We cannot start fighting with other artists. We cannot start fighting with the companies, with the platforms. I think sooner or later, all of us will have to sit down and work something out.
Right. No, I agree. I think it's a valid point, a very fair point, an unbiased point. Being a DJ yourself, you're saying this, which is a very well taken point, very well explained, well taken. And naturally, the debate on episode 2 continues in our Facebook chat for the next time, which will happen with everybody once and for all.
Hari, let me just say that was a wonderful thing to do for you. You did a wonderful thing by starting the discussion, by starting the talk. Because everything starts with the idea. Everything starts with the discussion. I believe we can sit down. I believe it can be done. A way can be found out where everybody is happy, but it will all start with a discussion. And all of you guys started it. Hats off to you.
Thank you, and full support is what we are looking at. We're looking at a practical solution, a logical solution, a solution which is a win-win for the DJs, a win-win for the music labels, a win-win for these platforms, online platforms like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, so on and so forth, so that everybody is happy. That's the whole idea. See, nobody should feel cheated. Nobody should feel that they've been robbed out of something. The musicians who have made, the composers should be happy. The music labels should be happy. The platform should be happy. And the end users, the customers who are listening to the music with the DJ should be happy. That is the whole idea which we are trying to drive in actually, and not to snatch away anything from anybody. Let's be reasonable. Let's be reasonable, and let's be a little bit more practical about it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
So coming to one more topic, there are many DJs who perform in different various cities, traveling around the world, like how you have traveled and you have done stuff. Now, if you have to talk about the legendary DJs, who is that one person who stands out, whether boy or girl? And if there is a upcoming DJ who is creating a mark right now, who is that one DJ, boy or girl, which stands out for you?
If it's traveling and if it's performing,
it could be for Bollywood as well as for English. Anyone, either or.
Yeah. Well, if you're talking about Indian DJs, I think Akbar does a lot of traveling. Akbar Sami.
Absolutely.
And
I salute the man.
I really love what he does because recently he came online and he played ghazals and Sufi, and Qawwalis.
Superb.
So that I felt like he was a mirror image professionally, because I also love to do that. I love to do genres which are away from the dancing. Every DJ does dance numbers, but you can only play Sufi or romantic numbers, or Qawwalis if you have the sense, if you have the knowledge, if you have the heart and soul to understand all that music comes from.
Correct.
So in the professional ones, I think Akbar is there. And in the new DJs, there are two. When it comes to commercial Bollywood, I think Harsh Bhutani is doing a good job.
Superb job.
You know?
Fantastic job. Amazing guy. He's so
Yeah,
lively.
very
He's so active. He's so energetic. He jumps everywhere. He's playing music.
exactly.
He's singing. He's used the mic for singing. He's a very interactive
Exactly.
DJ. Yeah.
Although I don't like the miking thing too much, you know, I
That's why I
say
laughed before you told.
I feel there's a difference between an MC and a DJ.
Right. I agree.
You know, for me, music is enough to move the crowd. The music should be enough. If you have to talk and talk and talk, that means there's a problem with the music somewhere.
Correct. Correct. Correct.
You know. But having said that, a lot of DJs like Akhtar is
Yeah.
amazing on the mic. He's amazing on the mic.
He's amazing.
Yeah.
In fact,
Another,
when he talks, he makes it more interesting.
exactly. Another gentleman I know, Joe Azaredo. He had a great voice on the mic. He had a great voice on the mic, Joe Azaredo. And Harsh also makes it interesting.
Yes.
And the second young DJ, whom I think has a big effect in the last at least 6-7 years, is DJ Skip, the turntablist.
Oh, okay.
DJ Skip. He might not be a Bollywood DJ, he might not be a commercial DJ, but what he has done in turntablism is amazing. He has used analog and created loops, brought India to the world map single-handedly. So I would like to mention.
Right. You know, I've done so many War of the DJs. I've done DMC championships, and after doing this, I think there should be a DJ championship where they are forced to use LPs in one side, CD in one side, and pen drive in one side, and laptop. All the four. If you master all the four and you're able to mix, boss, then I would say that you have mastered it all. You know. Because what's happening is everybody is now mixing with laptops or with pen drives. These are the only two means, because CDs are out and LPs are out as of now with any of the new DJs who are coming in. So if you have to do something like this, you can hear me, Jazz? You can hear me? You can hear me?
Yeah. No,
can you hear me, Jazz? Can you hear me?
I can hear you better. Yeah, now it's better.
So I was thinking now we should do one championship with these four. What do you think?
I think you'll be only left with the old school DJs. Very few of the new DJs will participate, and that's not the purpose. And I think it should not be called War of the DJs. We should remove the word war.
Correct.
Artists have nothing to do with war.
Correct. I agree. It's only peace. It's only peace, no war. I think there's a little bit of a lag from Jazzy's front. You can hear me now? Yeah, we are back. Are we back, Jazz? Yeah.
And again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
I know there should be no war. It should be only peace, and peace, and only peace. You know?
Exactly.
Fantastic. So anyway, so that was just a concept I just shared with you. I just said that what do you think will be, and you said rightfully so that only the legends will be playing, and there will be no youngsters who will be part of something like this, because it's not going to be easy for them to compete on this such a varied platform of 4 different means.
Exactly.
You know, which
exactly,
and they have never been exposed to something like this, so it's going to be very, very, very tough, you know, to do something like that. But there has to be something where we need to bring in this type of a format and entertain people, is something which I'm going to be talking also with all the legendary DJs like Akbar, Suketu, you know, Akhtar, all the guys, you know, all the Nasha.
Ivan, talk to Ivan.
Ivan.
He's got such a good collection.
He's got a super collection, Ivan, actually.
He's got a super
In fact,
collection.
if you remember Ryan Beck,
Yeah, Rhinebeck, of course, of course.
So Ryan, yes.
Yes, it is.
So
Dr.
Rhinebeck,
Ryan, yes.
Ivan, Akhtar, all of yes. So I think we should do
Yeah,
one nice, good, lovely evening session with all of you guys there, and having a
yeah,
fantastic evening. It's a concept. It's a concept which is
yeah,
something which we need to work on. And we can do a
yeah,
tour and touring everywhere. So people get to hear the different sounds, the different
yeah,
mixes, and they get
yeah,
to see everybody under one platform. That's the whole idea. Something like
yeah.
that. And talking
Once
about you,
all
Jazz,
this is
now you
over,
tell me which
then we
is,
can do that.
yeah, talking about your priced autograph, okay, which is your
Oh,
one priced autograph from your collection?
prized autograph. Well, there are many actually. I've got so many, so it's difficult to point out. But I think Michael Jackson would be one.
Oh, so you were there in Mumbai during the Viscraft show?
No, I was not there. I was not there
Okay,
because I was doing a night at my club. It
okay,
was a special night, so I could not go to Mumbai. But that was uh, given to me by a friend from Sony Music,
oh,
USA.
okay, okay,
Yeah, he got it done for me.
wow,
He got an opportunity. He got two autographs. One was on this. This is the three record set of the album His Story.
okay,
So one is this, and one he got for himself. That was on Thriller.
thriller,
So he
okay.
said, "I will keep the Thriller. I'm not giving you the Thriller, but I can give you this one." And I was happy to have it in
Uh,
my collection.
An autograph is an autograph, boss. An autograph is an autograph.
Very
And
true.
an
Very true.
MJ autograph is an MJ autograph. Forget everything else.
Exactly, exactly. And to have something in your collection which you know that MJ has held, he has
Right,
held in his hand, and then signed it because it's a
absolutely,
box. It's a
absolutely.
three record set, so it's a box. It's not a single record.
It's a box, yeah.
So it was made in a
Yes,
box. So he told me that MJ held it in his hands. Normally, MJ did not hold items. He was
right,
very afraid of holding things. He used to
right.
wear gloves.
Yes,
He was very, very germophobic. What we
yes,
are doing now, wearing masks and wearing gloves.
correct,
He did it back then, you know.
correct, correct.
So again, he was much ahead of his time. So he used to take the pen and sign. He would
Right,
not hold the item. But
right.
this box, he held in his hand and then signed on it.
And tell me one
With
thing,
mark.
when you go to these artists to get these signatures, uh,
Yeah,
because you go on a one-to-one and you talk to them, a lot of people know you because you are already a legend by yourself. So people know you personally and they want to chat with you. So when you go there, what is the conversation that leads to when you go and tell them that I need your autograph? And what
yeah.
is that one conversation which has struck you, which has made everything laugh, or it was a tough time for you to get that autograph, but you got that autograph and you had a good laugh after that? Who was that one person?
I don't know about the difficult part because most of the time there is planning involved. So
Right,
that makes it easier
right,
uh, because it's a whole process.
correct,
It's a whole process. You don't just go up and say autograph, please.
correct, correct,
You know? It's a whole process where you find out number one whose autograph you want.
right,
You know, so I look at my record and I say, yes, my next target should be this, this, and this.
right.
And before that, it has to be someone you respect.
Absolutely.
I never take an autograph from a person I don't respect.
I agree.
I
Goes
have to
without saying.
respect them because I don't take autographs to impress people
Correct,
or to sell the item.
correct,
You know, I take the autographs for my collection to possess.
correct,
Just like the Michael Jackson autograph makes me happy. All
right,
these autographs they make me happy and give me joy.
right,
So it has to be someone I respect, and then I decide. Okay, then I see where are they? Are they in Delhi? Are they in Mumbai? Are they in the country? Are they outside the country?
right,
How should I post the item? I don't like to post my record. I've done
right.
it in the past. But, most of the artists have kept it.
Okay,
They kept the item
right.
because records are something which are very, very special.
So,
It
so
is,
when
it
you
is
so when you take an autograph from them, do you give your LP with an autograph to them?
no, no. I'm just a small guy. I, I do signatures. I don't do autograph yet.
No, no, no. I'm just asking because what happens is that, like, see, it's not that you're a small guy, Jazzy. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
You have done what you have done. Very few people have done what you have done. It's an impossible feat for anybody to go and have a collection of 12,000 records. 12,000 records is not a joke. It's a huge, huge collection. You are a blessed soul. You had a passion behind it. You achieved it, and you're achieving much more, and you're still passionate about it, and that's the best part. So it's not that 12,000 is not going to become 15,000. It can be, and it can be more. And you're in that search for increasing your collection as and when. So that's the best part. So you're doing what you had dreamt to do, and you are fulfilling that dreams, and that's amazing to see. It's not about anything else, and the passion in which you talk, the passion in which you teach, or the passion in which you explain things shows that you are a person who speaks from the heart. So it's amazing to talk to a person like this, because you know that he's talking about things very openly without restricting himself. He's talking about things very easily, which comes in the mind without any thought process, too much of thought process, or too much of, I would say, mental masturbation. Okay, it's a very open, very clear talk, and that's what it's all about. So because nowadays everybody's got a face in the front, a mask. They don't
Unfortunately.
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 So that mask.
That is because, and that is, Hari, that is because we are trying to be somebody.
Correct.
Without realizing that we already are unique and somebody.
Absolutely.
Without realizing that we are trying to be unique and somebody. And in the process, we become like somebody else.
Correct. So that mask thing now has become so common. So I'm you, because I don't see any mask. I see your face, and I see Jazzy Joe the way Jazzy Joe looks. So hats off to that. And
I don't have a mask, but I have a hat in place.
That's your personality.
Not because I'm pointing, but because I like it.
That's your personality. That if you don't wear a hat, people will not recognize you. They want to see you in that hat. They want to see you in that specs. They want to see you with the hair. It's as simple as that. And they want to see you in the color red, because red is your color. Your favorite color is red.
Yeah, my favorite color is red. It runs in my veins. Yes. I can't do anything. But all this is not I wouldn't say it's a personality. It is who I am.
Correct.
And I like to be genuine. I like to be who I am. I don't care much if it makes somebody, laugh at me or whatever. Right. I don't know if there is another life.
Right.
I don't know if there is rebirth. I don't know. Maybe this is heaven. Maybe this is the gift we were given after many births. We did something good, and this is heaven.
Absolutely.
I don't know.
Absolutely.
All I know is that this life is mine. Right here and now, this is what I get. It's a gift.
Absolutely.
So I should be living the way I want to live.
Absolutely. I think it's very clear. It's very clear that you're living in your terms. You're living in your terms.
Exactly. I don't dress to impress people. Yes. I really don't. I dress to express myself. That This is who I am.
Correct.
If you don't like what you see, don't come near me. Don't waste your time and mine.
Absolutely.
But if you like it, if you can get beyond it and see the person that I really am, let's have a cup of coffee. Let's come and talk.
I think I truly salute you for that, Jazz. It's been a fantastic 1 hour session with you. Lots of love to you. Do you want to give any closing comments? Because we just got a minute to go.
Yeah. No, it's wonderful talking to you. And I don't even know that 1 hour went by. It passed by. I thought it's 15, 20 minutes,
Yeah.
But otherwise, what I would like to say about my life is that, yes, I am blessed to have this life. I am blessed to be born in the time when there were struggles. And we did struggle. We did do a lot of hard work. And, I would like to say that I took a sapling and I took care of it. And today it has become a tree, which is giving shade to me.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
So true.
What a hard work I did in the 80s and the 90s. Today I have friends, I have family, I have fans who love me, who support me for who I am.
Yes.
And that is why I think that I am blessed. So I thank everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jay.
Thank you, Jay. Salute
Thanks.
to you and thank you very much. What a lovely session. And we'll catch up very soon. Yeah?
We will. Yeah. We will. Take care. All the best.